Welcome to Black Hat 2024 Hacker Valley Studio Edition. With me, I have a very special guest, Seemant Sehgal, CEO and founder of BreachLock. What's going on, Seemant?
Thanks for having me, Ron. It's all good. Black Hat has been great so far, and looking forward to talking more with you about cybersecurity, our favorite topic.
Yeah, let's talk about cybersecurity. Let's talk about BreachLock. Why did you start the company? Let's start there.
The backstory of BreachLock is that I was in the buyer's shoes for what I'm selling. So for one of the largest European banks in the Netherlands, I was heading the cybersecurity assessment wing, where we were basically, hacking the bank, right?
Yeah.
I used to say that my team is the team that's got a license to hack without telling anybody, right? And the goal there was to find security gaps. And while I did that, I noticed a few things. One, it was extremely useful. Two, the people that were actually, turning out the goods there in terms of gaps in your security ecosystem were incredibly talented people and immensely scarce, as we all know, right? And what I noticed was that they were spending a lot of time doing stuff that machines could do better, stuff that could be automated. And I thought this human capital needs to be deployed in finding complex stuff so we could stay ahead of the hackers, right? And that's what led to BreachLock, basically. So we built a system, or rather an ecosystem of our own security automation technology that cuts through web applications, external networks, internal networks, APIs, mobiles, basically the whole security stack. And here we are 5.5 years later, serving 1,000 clients, some of the biggest names in the industry. And I guess, we're doing our part in keeping the cyber criminals out.
When it comes to offensive security, I think a lot of teams, organizations, they don't know where to start because their mindset goes to defense. They want to defend, but they don't think about doing offense. So how should leaders, CISOs, how should they approach doing offensive strategy?
I think a good place to start is look at your budget, right? I always open most conferences that I started with saying this: if you're not doing any offensive security, where are you putting your dollars, right?
Yeah.
And why are you putting that, most importantly? And I think the idea of the board asking you questions on, hey, where's my ROI on cybersecurity? I think that's helped the cause of kind of balancing the budget out. So a good place to start would be budget, because if you're not spending $1 or more on offensive security, then how do you know it's all working?
And when I look at spending money, I want the keys to the kingdom from a success perspective. I want to know that I'm going to be successful. So what do you think the keys are to being successful and innovating in offensive security?
Right, that's a great question again. And I think, Ron, we've seen a lot of innovation in the past 5 years, especially. BreachLock was a pioneer in coining the term pen testing as a service. To answer your question, the innovation is already in there, and we see a lot of importance given to how we can automate stuff. And I think for our industry, it's very important that while we innovate, we understand that automation is important, but we also understand that hacking is thinking. And you can automate it to an extent, but you can't take the thinking job out of the picture, right? And that's where you would need human creativity. We need to pay more attention to what we can automate, again, without compromising the benefits that human expertise would bring onto the table.
Right. So we're at Black Hat, and I think there's a lot going on. You could go to the expo floor, you could get some training, you could go ski a talk. What are you most excited about this year for Black Hat?
It's really awesome. If you're just grabbing a coffee somewhere, you wave your hands to like 5 people that and there's no time to meet, so you just tap on their shoulder and say, "Hi, good to see you."
Yeah.
So I think that for me is the biggest win for an event like Black Hat, because it brings everybody together in the same place. And even though these are short conversations because of lack of time, they go a long way in building great relationships. And look, I always say that cybersecurity is a team sport, right? It's not one vendor against other. We are all up against the same enemy, and that's cyber criminals.
I hope you have a great Black Hat. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your busy schedule to sit down with us. And with that, we will see everyone next time.